I love Miami as a city. It's a very diverse place, in my opinion, maybe the most diverse city in the US. And because a lot of the independent artists that I wanted to help were diverse, they're Latinos in reggaeton, or people that are black making soul music, jam band music, hip hop music, even reggaeton, right? We got to shout out to our Haitians.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Miami Guide podcast, your go-to source for all things Miami. I'm your host, Mike, and I'm thrilled to be here with you for another exciting episode. Today we have an amazing guest who is the CEO of a Miami-based company called Unitea. His name is Ketan Rahangdale. He is operating Unitea out of the Flagger Tech Building, Miami's emerging tech hub in the heart of downtown. So we are excited to chat with him and learn more about how he is innovating the way fans engage digitally with the music industry. So without further ado, let's dive into our conversation with Ketan. Hey Ketan, great to have you on the show. We look forward to hear your story and more about the platform. So can you tell us what inspired you to start Unitea and how the platform works?
Absolutely. So, Unity is a social media marketplace for music lovers where you vibe with your favorite artists and their music to earn karma tokens that you can spend on our marketplace of rewards. And the idea came to me when, really I was just being a music fan. And I was like, oh man, nowadays there's so many different ways to engage with artists, whether it's through social media or you're in a community, phone number where you can get texts, or you can even have a Patreon and support them. So I said, wow, this is like all fragmented, right? And I wonder if there's just like one easy way where no matter how much of the artist's music I listened to or how big of a fan I was in terms of buying their merch or buying their tickets, I got these loyalty points that I could spend on rewards that would get me closer to the artist through some kind of a digital experience. And so that gave birth to Unity because I said, fans all have different ways of showing their passion. Some of us have the money, we're lucky, we can buy the VIP upgrade or experience. Some of us may not have any money, but we listen to more of the music and create more Instagram stories with the music, or engage with the artists in other ways, right? And so I said, well, if I can find a way to reward everybody for their love and passion for music, by letting them have that opportunity to have a experience with artists, we could build better relationships between artists and fans. So that's kind of how it all came together.
Well, a great platform. And where does your inspiration for music come from? Do you have a background in music, or what is your background?
So my biggest inspiration probably comes from my best friend Richie. He was an artist, and he was my roommate in college, and having grown up together and just been around him, I live vicariously through him. I mean, I've always loved music, but he'd always tell me about the problems he'd be facing in terms of just connecting with his friends directly and finding different ways to monetize his music and his fan base. And he said, look, it's really hard because basically you look at the music industry, still to date, the majority of the revenue is coming from touring. Well, not everybody as a musician is a live touring artist. Very few ever get to where they're doing global tours. And even if you're getting streams, I mean, you get paid like less than half a cent per stream right now. It's actually less than a third of a cent per stream on Spotify. So it's like, well, not everybody has millions and millions of streams. So it's hard to just make a sustainable living. I said, well, what if there was a way that I could get make it easy for artists to engage with their fans through these experiences that not only the fans could buy if they have money, but brands could also sponsor, which creates a new revenue stream for the artist. It's not traditional, right? And so that was really the inspiration, was to help my friend Richie, but now it's kind of turned into help all artists, So.
Yeah. I read that the headquarters for Unity is in Miami.
Yeah, we're right here, One Flagler downtown.
Oh, right. Okay. Can you tell us something about how Miami influenced the development and growth of Unity?
Absolutely. I mean, I love Miami as a city. It's a very diverse place, in my opinion, maybe the most diverse city in the US. And because a lot of the independent artists that I wanted to help were diverse, or Latinos in reggaeton, or people that are Black making soul music, jam band music, hip hop music, even reggaeton, right? We got to shout out to our Haitians. But at the end of the day, a lot of the music in Miami is not your traditional country music, right? So I said, well, if I can help all types of people, all types of music, and at the same time, I had a venture capitalist partner that led our seed round, Fuel Venture Capital, right? A little money helps. Why not be closer to my partners and the artists that I want to help? So it was a pretty easy decision,
Okay. And I also read, you have an interesting board of directors. So with industry leaders like Pitbull, Claude VonStroke, how have their expertise and involvement contributed to your growth and success?
Look, these guys have been mentors of mine for years. I respect them so much for giving me the direction, especially within the music industry, in terms of, what are the problems an artist deals with every day? How do we solve those problems? Artists at the end of the day need more fans and more money, as Pitbull likes to say. And I think while Pitt's a big pop artist, Claude is an independent underground house artist. To have both of their perspectives, right, it is very valuable, because maybe the problem of the pop artist is not the same as the independent artist, but it's really been amazing to be able to get both perspectives as we're building the product.
So you recently received a funding of 7 million. How will you plan to utilize this funding and further enhance the app?
We got to make some hires here in Miami, right? So we're growing the team, obviously. Okay. We started with the office. We had a shared cubicle that we started with here in 2021, and we recently took over the whole floor and are now expanding to multiple floors in the building. So hires is key, right? Of course, growing the platform is also very important. So making sure we're marketing and creating rewards all over the country, so that any fan that gets on the app, there's a reward for everybody, right? And then lastly, we're always developing new feature sets. So it's always important for us to find new and fun ways to help fans engage with their favorite artists and get rewarded for it. And that requires a little bit of development cost, right? And so those are the main things that we're doing. But at the end of the day, we are very, very focused on Miami and spending our resources building a home here. And, some of that might be acquiring certain assets that artists may use on the day-to-day, so that we can even help them outside of just the tech side, right? Because, the artists, everything starts and ends with the product, which for them is the music. And we are really patrons of the music,
Mm-hmm. You just mentioned also something about the rewards. Can you explain some of or give some examples of the engage to earn music platform and the rewards involved?
Absolutely. It's exactly that. It's engage to earn or play to earn. At the end of the day, what we're saying is the more you stream your favorite artist's music and create content with that music, kind of like a TikTok, we call them vibes. So the more you vibe with your favorite artist's music, the more karma tokens you get, which are, think of them like frequent flyer miles that you can spend on our reward store, right? And so the rewards marketplace is where you can get anything from physical merchandise, experiences that are exclusive, the opportunity to participate in some kind of a physical or in real life experience with your favorite artists, as well as digital experiences, which might be simple things like coupon codes or discounts to tickets of your favorite artists. And tickets themselves are often rewards as well. So, really the rewards can be anything that the artist or a brand wants to sponsor.
Yeah, I downloaded the app myself, and it feels similar like TikTok, creating content and liking and following. So definitely. I can imagine that it's a very engaging app. And is it what kind of audience is the app? What is your main target audience for the app?
Well, we target everybody. We don't have a set agenda in terms of the target audience, but as you can imagine, people that are traditionally in high school or coming into college, Gen Zs, are forming their music tastes then, just like all of us do. So at the end of the day, these college students are definitely the most active cohort because they're the ones going to more shows. I think to all of our mothers and fathers in the world might not have the free time they had when they were in college, right? So, at the end of the day, we're really very focused on providing rewards for everyone.
And what about the artists themselves? Is every artist able to join the app?
We encourage every artist to join. We really focus more though on independent artists because they're typically the ones that are looking to grow their fans and grow their fan base and try to monetize, right? So you mentioned something about how it does kind of look and feel like TikTok. Well, the more karma that's generated and redeemed on rewards and the more vibes that people create and share and tag on platforms like TikTok or Instagram, the more the artist gets paid directly from us. So, the artists really want to get their fans to engage on Unity because that not only gives them a check, but what happens when you share a piece of content with that artist's music in your Instagram story, your reel, or your TikTok feed? Well, it gets pushed out to that audience, which in turn grows the audience of the artist. So we really think that and once again, going back to my mom and dad example, moms and dads might not be so focused on that, but we still have rewards for all. And believe it or not, a lot of the jazz and jam band artists we work with, their fans that are redeeming rewards are 38, 45. They're not necessarily 18 or 19, even though that is our largest cohort, right?
But how does Unity generate revenue? How do you, what's the business model behind it?
Great question. We've got two revenue streams.
Okay.
One is data services, where we're using our data to better create fan experiences and engage to earn opportunities for brands, right? The other is brand sponsored rewards, where we take a 20% fee that the brand is sponsoring for the reward. So say a reward, for example, is 10,000 karma or worth $1,000, and a fan redeems it for cash or karma, we would make 200 bucks, right? And so that's our model there. And then we haven't launched the last one I'll give you, which is a third upcoming revenue stream, which is allowing fans to pay for rewards directly with cash, in which case we give the artist 90% and we take 10%.
What are your future plans for Unity? And yeah, what can we expect from you in the coming months?
We want to reward everybody for living their most musical life. So the more that you discover music and engage with music, we're actually launching a V2 of the platform in August 1st. And that'll have a new feature that rewards you for listening to music, even when you're not on YouTube. So you can be listening to music on the Spotify app, and then you just open the Unity app and it'll say, hey, here's your karma that you got. Spend it on these rewards. So we just want to reward you for your passion for music. But at the end of the day, we want you to always be rewarded and for everyone to be rewarded. So those digital experiences, we are looking at scaling the marketplace big time, right? Right now, we're only in a few territories like New York, LA, Denver, Miami, Central Florida. We want to be everywhere to where it doesn't matter where you are. You know that for your love of music, you're able to get something of value from your favorite artist. And maybe even if you really love the artist and you display that you can move the needle in terms of generating more engagement, who knows, you might even get to meet them. So that's the way that we view the short run. In the long run, we're starting to apply this model to other verticals outside of music, to where the more you engage with it could be sports-based content. We just did a deal with Capitanes del Futuro. We launched the campaign Capitanes del Futuro and doing a deal with Procter & Gamble and MLS, where we're licensing our Karma API through our data service that allows you to engage with video-based content from all the Inter Miami CF players to get tickets, merchandise, and meet and greet opportunities, which, I won't mention his name, but I think there's a pretty big player coming to town, right? So
Right.
we're really excited. We're really excited about continuing that with our Karma API, but at scale. What is karma? Karma is, you get what you put out. It's the same thing. The more you love something, I want you to get something for your passion and loyalty. And I think that's what's missing from social media today.
Right. Yeah, people are putting a lot of effort in creating content, but not always everybody gets back what the energy that is put in. Yeah, well, sounds amazing. Any upcoming? Because you also do in real life events, right? I thought I saw.
Yeah, so we don't put on our own events. Okay. But what we do is partner with event promoters. So absolutely, we've got a lot of things coming up between now and the end of the year, even locally, right? Whether you look at things like Art with Me or things like Art Basel Week or 3 Points Music Festival, around all of our favorite music events in town. Typically, we're giving you rewards, right? If you're looking for a free pair of tickets, VIP upgrade, a meet and greet, all these experiences are on Unity, and we'll continue to get more and more of them.
Awesome. That's great. Where can people find more information about Unity? Where can they follow you?
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate all the support we can get and love. You can learn more about Unity at www.unitea.com and give us a like, a follow, a share on Instagram at Unity Music. And my personal handle, if you want to keep up with me, I'm not as exciting as some of our artists, but it's just my name at Ketan, Ketan, Rahangdale, Rahangdale.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we will definitely share that with our audience. And yeah, thank you so much for taking your time. And I wish you good luck with Unity, and I hope to see a lot more from you guys.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time too. And we're really, really excited about being local tastemakers, right? So you might see some digital experiences and rewards up for things that aren't as big as the American Airlines arena or Adrian Arsh, but check out these artists, support your local artists, support your local community. I mean, these are the guys that make Miami what it is. So shout out to Los Wizards and all the other independent venues like the North Beach Band Shell and Fillmore, where these guys are the curators of the sound, and we're just so blessed to be able to bring the community together. At the end of the day, that's what Unity is all about. So I really appreciate your time again. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ketan. Talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Miami Guide podcast as much as we enjoyed creating it. Well, you can find more information about our guest in the show notes. And if you haven't subscribed to our show yet, please take out your phone right now and subscribe to the Miami Guide podcast so that you don't have to miss another show. All of our episodes are also on our website, themiamiguide.com, and I would love to hear your feedback about the episodes. I appreciate if you'd leave me a review on iTunes. Well, we have more episodes coming up. We're brewing with ideas, stories and content we can't wait to share with you. Well, once again, my name is Mike, and I'm here to inspire you with amazing stories, capturing the vibes of Miami, and help you discover the magic of this city. You can follow us online everywhere as The Miami Guide, on Instagram, Facebook, and our website, themiamiguide.com. Thank you so much for listening, and see you in the next episode.